We need to talk about Jaylen Brown calling Stephen A. Smith a puppet. And this isn't the first time someone has come out and put Stephen A. on blast like this, but Jaylen Brown is the most recent person to do it. And the timing makes complete sense when you consider what Stephen A. just did. He went on ESPN and launched into a full-on rant directly targeting Jaylen Brown live on First Take. Let's look at that clip right now.
In the end, Jaylen Brown, be careful what you wish for. You really want me to start reporting on that level? You understand? Locker room? How the organization might think about you? How the city may feel about you? How Jason Tatum may or may not have feel about you? Sneaker deals, endorsement deals, the list goes on and on. The season is over, bro. You on Twitch, trying to do what I do, and talking about me needing to step away. It makes no sense.
All of this from Stephen A. Smith stemmed from one thing. Jaylen Brown responded to an ESPN clip where Stephen A. was talking negatively about him. Brown's response was straightforward and unfiltered. He basically said Stephen A. Smith means nothing to him, calling him Stephen A., Stephen B., Stephen C., making it clear he wasn't intimidated in the slightest, and that whatever offer he had previously put on the table still stands. After that, Stephen A. Smith went on air playing the victim, framing Brown's response as a personal attack against him. But the real reason he escalated the situation was simple. He was losing the public battle. People online were overwhelmingly siding with Jaylen Brown, calling out Stephen A. Smith directly for being the one who threw the first punch by threatening Brown on national television in the first place.
Offer still stands. You want me to be quiet and stop streaming? Well, I want you to be quiet and get off these networks.
Did Jaylen Brown say that when I was raving about him all season long? Did he say that when I had him as a top 2 league MVP candidate? Did he say that when I raised holy hell when he got ejected from the game against San Antonio, when he and Wembanyama were going up against one another, and him, Wembanyama, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander were the top 3 candidates for league MVP honors? Did he say that then? Did he challenge my journalism then? No, he did not. Did he say anything when I was going off on Team USA for him not being a member of that team when clearly he deserved to be? No, he did not. Being home must be very, very frustrating, and he's looking to, exhale per se and get stuff off of his chest. Why he's targeted me, I really don't get it, but I'm here for it. Numerous dudes that have played for the Boston Celtics and numerous former players all pointed to how that was a very unwise thing for him to say it, but yet he's targeting me.
The most recent clip I have for you is Jaylen Brown finally firing back at the ESPN segment where Stephen A. Smith threatened to go after him, saying he would report on how the city of Boston feels about Brown, what the ownership thinks, and how his relationship with Jayson Tatum actually stands. Brown's response was direct and pointed. He called Stephen A. Smith a puppet, and his reasoning was clear. Brown believes Stephen A. Smith is not acting on his own here. He's doing the work of people above him, taking orders from higher up the chain to slander and tear down certain players on their behalf. That's exactly why Brown framed it the way he did. Stephen A. Smith isn't even the main issue. He's just the face being used to deliver the message. Let's check out that clip right now. And if you're finding this video valuable, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up. It genuinely helps support the channel, and I really do appreciate it.
Last and not least, let's get to this, because I've been seeing some of the stuff, the comments, but I'm not gonna keep going back and forth. So let's react and respond, and then I promise y'all this is my last one, unless we want to do in a more formal fashion.
But in the end, Jaylen Brown, be careful what you wish for. You really want me to start reporting on that level? You understand?
Be careful. Motherfucker John Gotti.
Locker room? How the organization might think about you? How the city may feel about you? How Jason Tatum may or may not have feel about you? Sneaker deals, endorsement deals, the list goes on and on. The season is over, bro. Did he may feel about you? How Jason goes on and on. The season is over, bro. Did he may feel about you? How Jaylen Brown, be careful what you wish for. You really want me to start reporting on that level?
Come on, man. Come on, Stephen A. You El Chapo? You running the media cartel, my boy? Come on, man. Talking about be careful. Man, listen, I ain't even gonna get into that, y'all. Like we gonna keep it high vibrations. Listen, I'm not even really focused on Stephen A. I'm really focused on the industry that he represents. Like, obviously I have my quarrels with Stephen A, but I also have my quarrels with the industry in itself. Stephen A is the face of the industry, and his willingness to serve his higher ups is a major cause for concern, you know, and it's caused frustration, but it ain't even really about him. So here's my proposal. Why don't we have a live audience debate? Traditional media versus us athletes. And let's do a live debate in front of a live streamed audience at a mutual location, like a Harvard or MIT, and let's talk about it. Let's see who come out on top. It should be easy. It should be a piece of cake, you know. Mainstream traditional media versus the athlete. Let's set it up. Harvard, MIT, live, and let's see who come out on top.
I think about this. Jaylen Brown has the right to do what he wants to do outside of basketball. And when people start putting these narratives out there, this is what happens, right? We have these platforms. We can make people look right. We can make people look wrong. And sometimes when people are talking, they have other reasons why they're saying what they're saying. Like, there's so many moving parts, Pauls, and there's so many things going behind the scenes. I don't think you guys even know what's really going on with this. Like, when you hear somebody say, this is how the team feels, or this is how the city feels about you. How do you know what the whole city feels? Like, you know the whole city? Like, we gotta start listening to what people are really saying. And I'm not against Stephen A. I'm not for Jaylen Brown if he's doing something crazy. I'm one of those people, right is right and wrong is wrong, but I hate this. I hate with a passion when people that have real powerful platforms take their platform and it seems like they only say something negative about this person. Like they're creating the narrative about this person. And that's how Jaylen Brown feels. I understand that. I often spoke about this. Me and Charlamagne been good since then, but there was a time when I felt like every time he got a chance to speak about me, it was going to be something negative. And that's when you personally feel about somebody. And you tell me, Stat, when you were trained in journalism, are you supposed to feel a certain way about a person and that spew out through your journalism?
No.
Yes, no, not at all.
What Jaylen Brown did here was hold up a mirror directly in front of Stephen A. Smith, and now Stephen A. has to sit with that reflection. Brown essentially punked him on a public stage, stripping away the illusion of power and making it crystal clear that, in his eyes, Stephen A. Smith is not even a significant player in this situation. He's a puppet. He walks around acting like he holds influence and authority over these athletes, calling people out as if his words carry real weight. But Brown made it known that players who are paying attention can see straight through it. Stephen A. is simply carrying out someone else's agenda, doing the bidding of people with far more power sitting comfortably behind the scenes. That's all for today's video. I want to hear what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments section down below. And if you haven't already, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one. We out. Peace.